Women's bodies show you everything you must know about their attraction before they speak. While men listen to what women say, aware men see what their bodies are really saying. Women might not be truthful with words, but their nature does not lie. Their hidden arousal shows through tiny facial shifts, changes in how they stand, and automatic body reactions that show their real level of want. This is not just about seeing body language, it is about knowing the biological truth of female attraction. When a woman feels real want, her body's automatic control system makes predictable physical reactions that she cannot stop. These reactions exist because during human history, women who could show sexual interest to high-value men were more likely to have children. But here is what most men miss. Women's wanting body language is totally unlike their social kindness signs. The woman who is being kind, work-like, or just nice shows completely different biological signs than the woman who feels real physical want. And this difference could mean wasted time with women who see you as a friend or focused effort on women who truly want you. To know women's wanting body language, you must first know the body systems that make it. Physical want starts specific changes in the automatic nerve system that make unstoppable physical reactions through her body. When a woman feels real physical attraction, her excitement nerve system turns on, making her heart beat faster, her pupils get bigger, and moving blood to sensitive areas. Her body lets out chemicals that make her more sensitive and create the physical feelings of want. These changes happen by themselves and cannot be stopped. The history reason for these signs was to show sexual readiness to wanted men while keeping social safety. Women who could show interest without looking too sexual were more likely to attract high-value partners while avoiding social problems. This body programming explains why women's wanting body language often looks small or unplanned. Her body is made to send sexual signs that can be seen as interest by aware men while being seen as normal by unaware men. This lets her test male awareness while keeping social safety. Knowing this body base stops you from missing real sexual interest while helping you avoid seeing social kindness as romantic readiness. The woman who is sexually interested shows specific body signs that cannot be faked or stopped. Eyes show sexual interest more correctly than any other body language sign because they are directly linked to the automatic nerve system. When a woman feels physical want, specific changes happen in her eyes that she cannot stop. The most trusted sign is pupil size. Physical want starts excitement nerve system activation that make pupils grow no matter the light. The woman who is truly attracted to you will show clearly larger pupils during talk, even in bright places. But pupil size must be mixed with eye look patterns to correctly show want. The sexually interested woman makes longer eye contact that feels different from normal social exchange. Her look stays longer than socially needed and returns to your eyes again and again during talk. The wanting woman also shows what experts call bedroom eyes, a specific mix of slightly lowered eyelids, bigger pupils, and soft look that makes a clearly sexual expression. This happens because physical want lowers muscle tightness around the eyes while increasing blood flow to the area. Maybe most important, the sexually excited woman looks at your mouth often during talk. This mouth-watching behavior shows unconscious thinking about kissing and mouth contact. When mixed with other excitement signs, frequent looks at your lips signal real sexual interest. The key difference is that wanting eye contact feels full of sexual tension. Unlike normal eye contact that helps talk, sexual eye contact creates clear energy between you. The woman feeling real attraction will hold your look in ways that feel close and exciting. Sexual attraction makes specific posture changes that turn a woman's body toward the person she wants. These placement patterns happen without thought as her body tries to increase nearness and make chances for physical touch. The most basic sign is body direction. The sexually interested woman places her body to face you straight, even in group situations where this placement seems needless. Her upper body, hips, and feet point toward you, no matter where others are placed. Sexual excitement also changes her general posture in predictable ways. The excited woman makes her spine straight, lifts her chest, and pulls her shoulders back to show her shape more clearly. This posture change happens because sexual attraction brings confidence and want to look physically attractive. The wanting woman also lowers the physical space between you when possible. She moves closer during talk, places herself within your personal space, and makes reasons to be near you. This nearness-wanting behavior shows her desire for physical touch and closeness. Maybe most telling is how she places herself related to exit ways. The woman who is truly interested does not place herself near exits or make blocks between you. Instead, she places herself in ways that help closer contact and close talk. These posture patterns are trusted because they happen below conscious knowledge. The woman can control what she says, but cannot easily control her body's unconscious turn towards someone she finds sexually attractive. Physical touch is the most certain sign of female sexual interest because it needs conscious choice mixed with unconscious desire. Women who are just being friendly rarely initiate physical contact, while women feeling want actively look for chances for touch. The growth usually starts with unplanned contact that is really not unplanned. She might touch against you while walking past, let her hand stay when giving things, or make situations where physical contact becomes needed. These touches are short but frequent and always seem to have logical reasons. As her comfort and excitement grow, the touching becomes more planned and close. She might touch your arm while laughing, put a hand on your chest while talking, or make contact with areas that have no practical use for social exchange. These touches last longer and happen in more close areas. The sexually excited woman also touches herself more often in your presence. She plays with her hair, turns strands around her fingers, or smooths her hair repeatedly. This self-touch behavior shows higher body awareness and unconscious desire to pull your attention to her physical form. Most importantly, she reacts well when you initiate touch. The woman who is truly attracted does not move away from right physical contact. Instead, she moves into your touch, keeps contact longer than needed, and makes chances for you to touch her again. The key difference is that wanting touch feels full of sexual energy. Unlike social touching that has practical purposes, sexual touching creates clear tension and desire for more close contact. Sexual excitement makes specific voice changes that women cannot stop. These voice changes happen because sexual excitement changes breathing, muscle tightness, and chemical levels that directly change speech-making. The most noticeable change is voice sound. Sexual excitement causes muscle relaxation that lowers voice sound, making a deeper, more airy quality in her voice. The woman who is truly attracted will speak in lower sounds than her normal talk voice. Excitement also changes speech speed and rhythm. The sexually interested woman speaks more slowly and on purpose, making pauses that feel full of sexual tension. Her speech patterns become more rhythmic and absorbing as her breathing gets deeper and her body relaxes into excitement. The woman who is sexually interested also uses voice loudness to make closeness. She speaks more quietly, making you move closer to hear. This loudness lowering makes a feeling of private talk, even in public places, and increases physical nearness. Maybe most telling are the unconscious voice sounds she makes. The excited woman takes deep breaths more often, makes soft sound during talk, and produces airy voice qualities that show sexual excitement. These voice behaviors happen because her breathing patterns and emotional state change. The sexually interested woman also laughs differently. Her laughter becomes more real, longer lasting, and more frequent. This happens because sexual attraction creates better mood and higher reaction to fun and pleasure. Hair touching is one of the most trusted signs of female sexual interest because it has multiple biological uses related to attraction and excitement. When a woman feels real want, she unconsciously shows her hair and neck in ways made to attract male attention.
The most common behavior is hair touching and moving. The sexually excited woman moves her fingers through her hair, turns strands around her fingers, or smooths her hair repeatedly. This behavior pulls attention to her hair while letting out scent chemicals from the oils on her hands and scalp. Neck showing is equally important. The wanting woman turns her head to show her neck, pulls her hair to one side to show more skin, or touches her neck while talking. The neck has major blood vessels and sensitive areas that become more sensitive during sexual excitement. Hair moving and throwing behaviors show high levels of sexual confidence and desire to attract attention. The woman who is truly interested makes big hair movements that pull your eyes to her face and create active visual interest. The sexually excited woman also uses her hair to make close moments.
She might lean forward so her hair falls around both of you, making a private space, or place herself so you can smell her hair's scent. These behaviors use hair's strong sensory effect on male attraction. Most importantly, these hair and neck behaviors happen in groups rather than alone. The woman feeling real want does not just touch her hair once, she does repeated hair moving during your time together. Sexual excitement makes specific changes in breathing patterns and pulse that women cannot stop. These physical reactions give the most trusted signs of real sexual interest because they are made by automatic nerve system activation. The most noticeable change is breathing depth and speed. Sexual excitement causes deeper, slower breathing as her body tries to oxygenate tissues and handle higher heart rate. You can see this through chest movement and the rhythm of her speech. Pulse rate changes are also seeable through visual watch. Sexual excitement increases heart rate, which becomes visible through pulse points in her neck, wrists, and temples. The sexually excited woman shows a stronger, faster pulse that you can see during close talk. Excitement also changes her breathing patterns during speech. The wanting woman takes deeper breaths before speaking, takes deep breaths more often, and produces airy voice qualities. These changes happen because sexual excitement changes breathing control and voice cord tightness. Skin reddening is another unstoppable sign of sexual excitement. Higher blood flow causes noticeable color changes in her face, neck, and chest area. The sexually interested woman develops a soft glow, or blush, that's especially visible in good light. These physical signs are trusted when they happen together. The woman feeling real sexual attraction will show multiple unstoppable excitement signs at the same time, making a recognizable pattern of biological reactions. Sexual attraction makes unconscious behavior matching between partners as their nerve systems start to work together. This copying behavior shows real connection and shared excitement that goes beyond simple social exchange. The sexually interested woman unconsciously copies your body position, gesture patterns, and movement rhythms. She takes similar postures, matches your energy levels, and coordinates her movements with yours. This matching happens below conscious knowledge, but makes noticeable behavior harmony. Breathing matching is especially important. The woman feeling real want will unconsciously coordinate her breathing rhythm with yours during close talk. This makes a feeling of connection and closeness that feels different from normal social exchange. Voice copying also shows sexual interest. The excited woman takes similar speech patterns, matches your voice loudness and speed, and unconsciously says your verbal expressions again. This voice coordination makes talk flow that feels natural and engaging. Movement matching becomes clear during walking or changing positions. The sexually interested woman matches your speed, coordinates her movements with yours, and makes physical harmony that helps continued exchange. These copying behaviors are trusted signs because they happen unconsciously and need real attraction to appear. The woman who is just being polite does not show this level of behavior coordination. But here is where it gets very real.
When a woman feels real want, she starts showing ownership behaviors made to mark you as her goal and discourage other women from competing for your attention. These behaviors show the basic biological drives under sexual attraction. The most obvious ownership display is placing herself between you and other attractive women. She makes physical blocks that limit other women's access to you while increasing her own nearness and contact chances. The sexually interested woman also does small competitive behaviors when other women are present. She increases her physical shows, becomes more touchy and caring, and increases her sexual signaling to beat possible rivals. Jealousy displays give certain proof of sexual interest. The woman who feels real want will show clear discomfort when you talk with other attractive women. She might become quiet, pulled back, or instead more forward in her attention-wanting behaviors. The wanting woman also starts talking about future exchanges and making plans that leave out other people. She suggests activities you can do together, talks about places she wants to go with you, and makes chances for private exchange. These ownership behaviors are important because they need emotional investment that goes beyond casual social exchange. The woman who is just being polite does not feel the need to claim ownership or compete for your exclusive attention. Sexual excitement pushes women to improve their physical show in ways made to increase sexual attractiveness. These changes happen both consciously and unconsciously as her body prepares for possible sexual exchange. The most noticeable change is clothing adjustment. The sexually interested woman pulls down her shirt to show more chest, adjusts her skirt to show more leg, or takes off layers to show more skin. These adjustments seem casual, but work to increase her sexual appeal. Posture changes also improve sexual presentation. The excited woman curbs her back to emphasize her shape, turns her hips forward to accentuate her figure, or places herself to show her best physical features. These posture changes make more sexually appealing shapes. The wanting woman also increases her physical cleaning behaviors. She uses lipstick more often, checks her look in mirrors, and makes adjustments to improve her attractiveness. This cleaning behavior shows higher body awareness and desire to look sexually appealing. Jewelry and accessory touching becomes more clear. She plays with necklaces to pull attention to her chest area, takes off and puts back earrings to highlight her neck, or adjusts bracelets to emphasize her wrists and hands. These presentation changes are trusted signs because they need conscious effort directed toward sexual appeal. The woman who is not sexually interested does not put energy into improving her attractiveness during exchange. If you are seeing these patterns in your exchanges with women, if this explanation is showing signals you have been missing or misreading, I suggest you like this video and follow this channel. Your attention helps make sure these talks continue, that men start knowing the biological truths of female sexual attraction. Sexual attraction pushes women to break normal social space limits in their desire to make physical closeness. These nearness behaviors show real sexual interest because they need overriding social training about right interpersonal distance. The most obvious sign is steady movement into your personal space. The sexually interested woman places herself closer than social rules say, even when enough space exists. She makes reasons to be within close distance during talk. The wanting woman also makes chances for shared space that feels private and exclusive. She suggests moving to quieter areas, places herself in corners or small spaces where you are partly hidden from others, or makes close talk bubbles in public settings. Sitting behaviors show sexual interest through nearness choices. The excited woman sits closer than needed, chooses seats that help physical contact, and places herself so your legs or arms can touch during talk. The sexually interested woman also enters your space through object placement. She puts her bag, phone, or other personal items near you, making ownership marks that set her presence in your immediate area. These nearness behaviors are important because they need overriding social training about right interpersonal distance. Women are taught to keep respectful space limits.
so breaking them shows real sexual motivation. Sexual excitement starts specific mouth behaviors that relate to feeding and caring instincts linked to reproductive biology. These behaviors give trusted signs of real sexual interest because they happen below conscious knowledge. The most common behavior is higher attention to food and drink use. The sexually excited woman becomes more sensual in her eating and drinking behaviors, making eye contact while consuming items and pulling attention to her mouth and lips. Lip behaviors become more clear during sexual excitement. The wanting woman licks her lips more often, bites her lower lip, or moves her tongue across her lips. These behaviors happen because sexual excitement increases blood flow to the lips and makes sensitivity. The sexually interested woman also does symbolic mouth behaviors with objects. She might suck on straws in suggestive ways, lick spoons or fingers while eating, or consume foods in ways that pull attention to her mouth abilities. Drink sharing becomes more common when women feel sexual attraction. She offers tastes of her drinks, suggests sharing food items, or makes chances for indirect mouth contact through shared use. These mouth behaviors are trusted signs because they connect to basic biological programming related to feeding, caring, and sexual contact. The woman who is not sexually interested does not do these sensual use behaviors. Sexual attraction pushes women to show openness and vulnerability that shows readiness for close exchange. These yielding signals show her biological preparation for possible sexual engagement. The most important sign is neck showing and head turning. The sexually excited woman turns her head to show her neck, leans back to display her throat, and places herself in ways that show trust and openness. Relaxed body posture shows sexual openness. The wanting woman takes loose, relaxed placement that shows comfort and willingness to be approached. Her muscle tightness drops and her general manner becomes more receptive. The sexually interested woman also shows open hand positions and arm placement. She keeps her palms visible, avoids crossing her arms defensively, and uses hand movements that invite approach rather than making blocks. Verbal yielding signs come with physical displays. The excited woman asks for your views, looks for your guidance, and follows your lead in ways that show respect and attraction to masculine authority. These openness displays are important because they need overriding defensive instincts that protect women from possible harm. Showing yield and openness shows real trust and sexual interest. Knowing women's wanting body language needs seeing patterns rather than single signals. Real sexual interest makes multiple simultaneous signs that create recognizable excitement patterns. The sexually excited woman shows eye contact signs mixed with posture placement, touch increase paired with voice changes, and nearness behaviors joined with presentation improvements. These signals happen together rather than alone. Timing is also key for correct understanding. Wanting body language appears quickly after first exchange and gets stronger during continued engagement. The woman feeling real attraction does not slowly develop these signals. They appear early and strengthen with continued contact. Situation matters for telling sexual interest from social kindness. Work settings, family meetings, and formal events may hide sexual signaling, while social environments, parties, and fun activities allow more obvious displays. The key is seeing groups of signs that happen at the same time and get stronger over time. Single signals might be unclear, but multiple coordinated signs give certain evidence of real sexual attraction. Most importantly, these signals need your own sexual confidence to understand correctly. Women's wanting body language is often small and needs masculine awareness and experience to see and react to properly.
Knowing women's wanting body language gives you strategic benefits that most men never develop. The woman who shows multiple excitement signs at the same time is communicating sexual readiness and desire for increase. The woman who does not show these signals is not sexually interested, no matter what she might say or how she might act socially. Learning to read these biological signals correctly separates you from men who constantly misread female behavior and waste years chasing women who are never sexually available. Sexual smartness is the difference between success and frustration in romantic exchanges. The choice is yours. Keep missing obvious sexual signals while chasing women who are not interested, or develop the awareness that lets you see real sexual chance when it appears. Your romantic success depends on knowing the difference between social kindness and sexual attraction. Women's bodies will tell you everything you must know if you are smart enough to read the signs.